What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Roster 97 here, and I'm back here with another game stream. You have read that title. So, in today's game stream, I'm going to be playing another gameplay walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. You heard it right here, folks. Today, I'm going to go ahead and do yet another gameplay walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. So I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some people in my live chat. And this is going to be a much better game stream, I guess you could say, than the previous one. I mean, it's nothing anything like too bad, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's going to be some people in the live chat. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to say. But there is some things that I will be addressing when it comes to this game stream, so that's one thing that I do want to have a chance to say. But I'm going to go ahead and wait and see if there's going to be some people who will happen to make an appearance, if they will make an appearance. So yeah, but I guess you could say this is going to be, I guess you could say, a message to this community that I'm actually a part of, and yeah. And there is going to be some changes, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure there's going to be some people who will make an appearance in the live chat. So that's one thing that I will say. Yep. But one thing that I do want to say is to certain members in this community that I'm actually a part of, I would like to apologize if I were to show some, I guess you could say, some anger, on the previous game stream, but yeah. But I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna, keep that game stream, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know. I mean, it could happen, but I don't even know. But there are times where some of my game streams where they could be working, and then there are times where, where they will not be working. But I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's gonna be some members, just to make sure. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to be playing as of right now, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's going to be some people who will make an appearance. But yeah, that's one thing that I do want to have a chance to be saying. Yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and just wait for some people to actually show up. But one thing that is for certain, though, is I am going to be just talking about some things that I will be addressing, though. Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that some of the members will understand where I'm actually coming from, because this game stream is going to be an important, I guess you could say, an update, if you could say. So that's one thing that I do want to have a chance to be saying. Yep. But I just want to go ahead and just make sure there's going to be some people who will make an appearance in the live chat. And not to mention, hopefully, that you people are just enjoying this, the background music of Batman Arkham Knight. Because for me personally, I happen to just enjoy the background music. Yep. So that's one thing that I will give credit when it comes to this particular game, Batman Arkham Knight. Because all I can really say in regards to this game is I just liked how they would use the background music. So, yeah. But I can see that at least, some people are watching but not commenting. But I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's going to be some people who will make an appearance. But one thing that is for certain, though, is this goes out to all the members, in the community that I'm actually a part of. But I just want to go ahead and just double check just to make sure if they will make an appearance, because this isn't really going to be a serious game stream compared to the previous one, but this will be an important update, you could say. Yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and just talk for a bit, so just to make sure if there's going to be some people who will happen to be in the live chat, but I just want to make sure if the members are going to be, making an appearance or so. Yep. But one thing that I do want to say as of right now is there's going to be like some interesting future live streams, and it doesn't really matter at this point whether it comes to, gaming streams or even StreamYard streams. But the one thing that I do want to be saying, though, is thankfully we moved on from a particular individual. But yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But I don't think I'm gonna be saying his name, because what's the point if I'm gonna be saying it how it is? So yeah, but anyways, let me go and see who is here right now. We've got my boy Spirited 21 is in the house. Speeder dude, speeder dude, speeder dude. Anyways, it's great to see you right now, Spear Dude 21. So one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Spear Dude, is I'm not quite sure if you heard the news, but I did a game stream where I called out a particular individual, and one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Spear Dude, is I know you're the type of person that doesn't really like to, you know, get yourself involved in drama, but, you know, all I can really say as of right now is I'm doing a live stream on, you know, on this particular individual for a good reason, because I'm actually calling out his actions. I mean, it's like what some people would say to me is, do not hate the person, but just, you know, dislike or actually call out, you know, actions, you could say. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm not hating on this particular individual, but I'm just calling out on his actions. Like, there is a difference. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, Spear Dudes. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you. But one thing that is good news is, you know, I do appreciate that, you know, you were in my, I guess you could say, my live stream just the other day, but I do appreciate that, you know, you were there to support me and stuff like that. And one thing that I want to say in regards to you is hopefully you'll be tuning in for my interesting upcoming live stream on, you know, when it comes to, you know, the streamer stream that I will be doing this upcoming Thursday. I'm pretty sure you know what it is, but I'm not gonna say like the full details because I want to go ahead and make sure that I actually try to keep it as a surprise. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Spear Dude. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, because one thing that is important as of right now, Spear Dude, is when it comes to this community that you and I are, you know, we are both in right now, we hold people accountable. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Spear Dude, because, you know, it's like this. There is literally nothing wrong, you know, when it comes to calling out your own community, because that's the one thing that we should do. Like, if there's anything that's going on in the community that we're a part in, then we have to call out on, you know, people's actions, you could say. Because in a way, we can't just, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yes, throw this under the bus. We can't just do that, because, you know, these types of people will just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, but I can fully understand, you know, that you do not want to get yourself involved, and that's completely understandable. But some people just need to understand where I'm actually coming from. Let me go in and see what you're saying right now, Spirit 21. All right, I understand what you mean, and looking forward to more streams. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Spear Dude, is thankfully that you are here. Thankfully, like, you're one of the other leaders in this community, which, by the way, I will get to the name in just a bit. But hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, so yeah. But there is one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Spear Dude, is it would be just amazing if you can join on that particular live stream this upcoming Thursday. I mean, I could try to help you find a way, but if you just want to remain in the live chat, then that is understandable, because, you know, just because. Oh, by the way, that also reminds me, as of right now, Spear Dude, is we can talk more behind the scenes if you actually want to, but there is one thing that I want to say in regards to you, is if you actually want to make like a, you know, that special video, you know exactly what I'm referring to. You could say this special shout out video, then you are more than welcome to do so, and you're more than welcome to actually release it, you know, this upcoming Thursday if you actually want to, Spear Dude. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I'm referring to. Yep. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to you right now, Spear Dude. So yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some more people who will make an appearance in this live chat, because, you know, this is going to be an important, you know, game stream that I will be doing. And hopefully, you know, this game stream will be, you know, something that people will understand where I'm actually coming from, because this is going to be an important, you know, stream. Not really like a, you know, one thing that I want to say in regards to the previous game stream is, I know some people didn't really enjoy that, but hopefully that some people will be enjoying this game stream. But anyways, I'm gonna go and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got Braxton Lenny. How's it going? And as usual, I will say your famous catchphrase. Why hello there everybody. This is Braxton Lenny. Anyways, it's great to see you right now, Braxton Lenny. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and it has been quite a while since you were in my live chat. But one thing that I want to say in regards to you as of right now, Braxton, is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself and you are having a good day. So that's one thing that I want to say when it comes to you, Braxton. But there is an update that I do want to say in regards to you, Braxton, is I'm not quite sure if you're going to have a chance to be making content and stuff like that. I mean, I don't even know. But one thing that I want to say as of right now, Braxton, is I did call out a certain individual, and I can understand, like, if you are, you know, cool with this particular person. But Braxton, there is one thing that I want to get onto you. Like, I get that you're not the type of person that wants to get involved in drama, but I have to say my piece as of right now is, okay, like, trying to not get yourself involved in drama, that's one thing, and trying to be neutral. But the one thing I don't like is, you know, you trying to kiss that particular person's ass. Like, that's one thing I'm not gonna tolerate whatsoever. I mean, you could be like neutral with this person, but when it comes to kissing ass, that's one thing that I don't like, by the way. Like, I hate to say it, but it's just something that I'm just not gonna, you know, take lightly, you could say. But I'm not going to be, you know, saying this particular person's name because I'm not trying to make this live stream, or what I meant to say was gaming stream about him, because if I'm going to say it how it is, I don't feel like talking about that particular individual. But as of right now, Braxton, if you don't want to get yourself involved, that's fine, but I have to say my piece. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got BKTV Official. How's it going? Let's see what Braxton Lenny is saying right now. Yup, my day is damn good. Okay then, so all I can really say as of right now is hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. So yeah, Braxton. So yeah, so this is one thing that I want to say as of right now. So, yeah, but just give me 1 second just to make sure, because I have to take a look at my live chat right now. Okay, so I do see your comment, but as of right now, Braxton, like, I'm not mad at you. No, that, like, as of right now, no, I'm not about you. But let me go ahead and see what you're saying as of right now, Braxton Lenny. Okay, this is what you're saying right now. Nope, I don't kiss ass. I respect opinion if they don't like that individual, and I don't like people who kiss ass either. So I see. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to this comment. By the way, this is one thing that I want to say as of right now is, wait, hold on just a second. Okay, so I think I do see your comment, BKTV Official, but this is one thing that I want to say as of right now is, on that particular last individual, we're not going to be addressing him anymore, because you could say that the Funny Guy 9000 actually made a warning video, but at the same time, as of right now, let's just move on from that particular individual, because, you know, we've already said our piece, and we're not gonna continue to say our piece, because as of right now, we're just moving on. But anyways, let me see what BKTV Official is. I believe he's gonna be saying. So wait, hold on. Okay, one thing that I want to say as of right now is, when it comes to the first two, those two individuals, I can agree with you on. I'm not quite sure if I want to be saying their code names, but give me 1 second really quick. Okay. Okay, so I want to say this right now. How is Spirit 21 like a quote-unquote big bad wolf? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I don't even know. But I can understand where you're actually coming from, BKTV Official, but at the same time, when it comes to the first two, yeah, they are not welcome in our community whatsoever. But when it comes to the last individual, he's not welcome either. But at the same time, I don't really feel like talking to him all that much. Let's just not, BKTV Official. Yep. But BKTV official, if you're actually wondering, like, wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see what you're gonna be saying in the comment section or in the live chat. Have you read the Three Little Pigs book? Okay, so to answer your question, BKTV official, yes, I have been. Well, this was like way back in the day, but yeah. Yep. Okay, but there is one thing that I want to say as of right now in regards to you, Bryce Lenny, is I don't have an issue with you as of right now, but the one thing I did not appreciate is I don't understand why you like that particular individual. I get that you like me and him, but you have to understand that myself and other people in this community, we don't want to associate with them. And unfortunately, I do have a bit of bad news. Is I'm not quite sure if it's in the other community, but certain people have to understand we don't want to associate with them whatsoever because there is a good reason for that. So that's one thing I want to say. So, and I'll give you a good example. So this particular individual is, you guess it, to this very day, he is utterly obsessed with TD Venom. And I guess you could say that I've actually looked into TD Venom's Blue Sky page, whatever you want to call it, and I can fully understand of why TD Venom doesn't want to associate with, you know, that particular individual. But for real TD Venom fans out there, they would actually call out for his, you know, for his actions. But I don't understand why certain people just don't want to have a chance to be doing that. But when it comes to this community that I'm actually a part of, at least for certain people, they're actually calling out on his actions. So that's one thing that I will give at least props when it comes to this community. So yeah, that's one thing that I will say. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments really quick. So just give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so I do see it. Let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is saying right now. It's sad that TD Venom is no longer on YouTube. Okay, so to answer your question really quick, BKTV official, he is still on YouTube, but there is a good reason that, well, according to TD Venom, I guess you could say that he doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to come back or be part of this community for, I guess you could say for a reason, because unfortunately his music isn't getting promoted enough. It's not because of that particular, well, part of it has to do with that particular individual, but at the same time, BKTV official, one of the main reasons of why he's not part of this community as of right now, because his music is not getting promoted. But it would be just amazing if he were to be part of this community again. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do anything about that, unfortunately. So hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. But anyways, let me go and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got Olivia Rodrigo fan, aka Livy fan. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Livy. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments really quick, because this is something that I have to be addressing. But thankfully, one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm just going to go ahead and just be, you know, saying some stuff. And more or less, I'm going to go ahead and just play this for a bit. I mean, I'm still cool with you people in this community, but at the same time, I just don't appreciate that, you know, that I'm actually witnessing that some of you members are ass kissing this particular individual. But again, I'm not gonna be saying his name because we're not trying to make this, you know, game stream about him. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Spirit21 is saying right now. TD Venom is still on YouTube. He posts his videos every now and then, but not as much as he used to. So I see. But anyways, what this gaming stream is about is, this is in regards to, I guess you could say, a message to Umbrella Spear community. Yes, that's what this is mostly about. Message to Umbrella Spear community. But there is one thing that I want to say as of right now is, I just would appreciate, like, if this community were to call out on this, you know, particular individual's actions. But at the same time, if he can't handle it, then why is he in this community? Because I don't even know. I mean, I've got nothing against like the other one, Gold Spear community. Like, if I'm gonna say it how it is, I've got nothing against it, but I just don't like how nobody is calling out on this particular person's actions. Like, that's one thing I don't like whatsoever. But at the same time, certain members have to understand we do not want to associate with this particular individual for a reason, because, you know, it's, think about it like this. We have tried giving him like chance and chance and chance after chance, but he keeps going back on his word every single time. And that's one thing that I don't even like. But thankfully, myself and other members, we are true TG Venom subscribers / supporters. I mean, this is one thing that I want to admit to you people that are watching. I tried telling this particular individual, why don't you actually admit to your mistake and actually own up to your mistakes in regards to, you know, TD Venom. Like, actually own up to your mistake. But does he ever listen? No, he doesn't. So at this point, I've already given up on him. So I'm not even going to be saying what it is. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat. Right here, right now. We've got Sonya the Scene Girl. How's it going? This is what you're saying right now. Hey, Umbrella, what are you talking about? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Sonya, so this is just me giving a message in regards to Umbrella Spear community, but at the same time, this is gonna be like an important, you know, game stream, and I do apologize if some people didn't really enjoy the previous game stream, but this is one thing that I want to say as of right now is if this community, more specifically Gold Spear community, is not going to be taking action in regards to calling out this particular individual, then I hate to say this, as of right now, if there's not going to be any action involved, I'm going to have to be leaving Gold Spear community. Like, I hate to say it, but it's going to have to be that way. But I think as of right now, Umbrella Spear community will be staying in. As far as the other one, wait, give me 1 second. Let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. When will you drop the Umbrella merchandise? Okay, so to answer your question, BKTV official, is I'm not quite sure what you actually mean by that as of right now, but I'm just actually saying some important stuff as of right now, because one thing that I want to say as of right now is if that particular individual, I'm not quite sure if he's in Gold Spear, but even if he is, I just can't be a part of Gold Spear, you know, as of right now because of what just happened. So, yeah. But if anyone is wondering, I'm not going to be, like, saying that particular person's name because at the same time, I don't even want to talk about him. Like, as of right now, I just don't even feel like it. So, nope. So, yeah, that's one thing that I do want to say. But I'm just saying my important part right now. Let me go in and see what Sonya is, I believe she's going to be saying. Oh, you're talking about the K word? I understand. Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Sonya, this isn't really about the quote-unquote K word, but at the same time, Sonya, let's just not talk about him as of right now because, you know, I don't want to make this, you know, gaming stream about him, if I'm going to be honest. This is just me just giving message, or what I meant to say, a message to Umbrella Spirit community, and I guess you could say to a certain extent Gold Spirit community, but I guess you could say that I'm making my choice as of right now. Like, if there's not going to be any accountability involved, then in all honesty, I might as well just leave Gold Spirit community. So that's one thing that I do want to say as of right now. But let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is going to be saying, or I believe he's going to be saying. They're not worth mentioning no more. Okay, so to answer your question really quick, BKTV official is, well, I know for a fact that I can't stand these four. Well, one of them, I don't really hate, but, you know. But you did mention, you know, 3 of them. But the one thing that I want to say as of right now, BKTV official, is there is like 4 individuals that I, you know, don't want to associate myself with. Well, the first 2 that you just mentioned, well, the first one, I'm going to start with the first one. I don't really mention that particular individual, but but thankfully myself and Umbrella Spirit community, we have completely moved on from him. When it comes to the second individual, he still wants to run his mouth about me and still, being obsessed over me, which by the way, at this point, just let him, because I'm not even gonna bother be mentioning him whatsoever. Like, I'm not. And when it comes to the third individual, the one that you mentioned, BKTV official, wait, let me see what's on his single saying right now. Facts. Okay, so anyways, getting back to the topic at hand, when it comes to the third individual that you just mentioned, BKTV official, is I'm not even gonna bother making like a response to him or anything like that, because I've already said my piece, like I honestly did. But the one thing that I want to say as of right now is most likely he'll be just making drama videos, and he had the nerve to be making an apology, and then the very next minute he deleted it and made a YouTube short bashing our community, which this is one thing that I want to say as of right now, and he needs to get the name right. Okay, like, it's not called the Spirit 21 community, it is called Umbrella Spirit community and Gold Spirit community. It's like, get the name right. It's like, for real. Okay, let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is going to be saying, or I believe he's going to be saying. I was only mentioning then, I think he meant to say them, because I was trolling them. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is, Sonya, you just mentioned the other individual. Him, I definitely can't stand whatsoever, because I guess you could say to a certain extent is he tried to make things personal with me. So, but I'm not going to be saying what it is, but most likely I will be addressing it on one of the future live streams, but I can't say when though. But I'm not going to be addressing this on my special upcoming Thursday live stream. So I'm not going to say like the full details, but hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. But one thing that is for certain though, is this community that I'm actually part of, Umbrella Spirit community, we definitely can't stand these three individuals. But the fourth individual, like, if people want to be cool with them, that's fine, but myself, ain't gonna happen, because he's already had his chance. Anyways, let's get started with this gameplay walkthrough right here, right now. Selecting the first one. Okay, and I will be selecting AR challenges. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to a challenge really quick, so that way I can actually get started with this. So yeah, but anyways, I'm not gonna make this, gaming stream about these individuals, like four. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this gaming stream about these four particular individuals. Like, I'm not gonna do that, because let's just try to have some fun at least when it comes to, these types of, gaming streams every now and then. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to Sonya's comment in just a bit, or rather two of her comments. Let me go ahead and see what Sonya is gonna be saying, but let me select the challenge. Okay, let me see what she's saying right now. I understand, Umbrella. Okay, this is what you're also saying, and I don't blame you. Okay, so hopefully that some people can understand where I'm actually coming from when it comes to this gaming stream. But one thing that I want to give credit when it comes to Spirit 21 is thankfully he doesn't like ass kiss anyone, and thankfully he's not the type of person that gets himself involved in drama. So that's one thing that I will give props to Spirit 21 at least. So thankfully he has been like a very good friend of me. Actually, scratch that, a very great friend of me. And not only that, but thankfully I've known this guy for about like 3 years, and thankfully we're on our way to work on a 3-year friendship. It's like, I can't believe the time is actually flying like that fast. Anyways, I will talk more about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and start this challenge right here, right now. Okay, so here is where the challenge is going to be. So I will be talking more about this topic, but right after this challenge. So that's one thing that I do want to say. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated.
I should meet Gordon at the bat signal. He needs my help.
Simulation complete.
Okay, I'm back. Let me go and see what BKTV official is saying right now. Try doing a Call of Duty Zombies stream. Okay, so to answer your question really quick, BKTV official is I would do one, but I'm not really into Call of Duty, unfortunately. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. But at the same time is I got nothing against Call of Duty, but I just don't understand why certain people would want to, you know, overhype that game. Like, I honestly don't know. But anyways, I want to go ahead and get back to the original topic that I was originally gonna be talking about. So this is one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm still gonna like keep this community up and running as far as Umbrella Spear community goes, and as far as like the other one, what was it again? I'm trying to come up with a name. I might consider bringing that other community back sooner or later. I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know if I'll bring it back sooner or later. I have no idea. But as of right now, I'm going to be focusing on Umbrella Spirit community because I know for a fact that this community wants me to keep going strong, of course, and not only that, but thankfully as of right now, in Umbrella Spirit community, we're actually doing good for ourselves. But the one thing that I have been noticing is I've actually spoken with some of the members from both Umbrella Spirit community and Gold Spirit community, but there is some bad news though, unfortunately. Some of the members want to leave Gold Spirit community and they want to, you know, be an Umbrella Spirit community because of that one particular individual. And I'm pretty sure that Braxley knows exactly who I'm referring to. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can talk to some of the members about this. But as of right now is, if certain members are gonna be leaving Gold Spirit community because of that particular individual, I can't say anything about that because as of right now, myself and other people, we don't want to be part of Gold Spirit community. I mean, I've got nothing against Jackal Gold Kick and Spirit 21. But as of right now, we don't want to be a part of it because of that one particular individual. But again, I'm not trying to make this gaming stream about him, but I'm just saying it how it is. But anyways, let me go and see what challenge I will be selecting. Okay, so I'll be selecting this one. Weapon Energy Diagnostics. So I will be selecting this challenge in just a bit, but I'm just going to just say it how it is. But one thing that is for certain though is I'm pretty sure you know, there are 3 communities, you know, that we're all a part of. Well, one of them being inactive right now. But as far as these 2 go, they are definitely active as of right now. So that's one thing that I will say in regards to that. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is hopefully to the people in the live chat, hopefully that you'll be tuning in for my, you know, my special birthday. Whoops. Sorry. All I can really say as of right now is I kind of did spoil the surprise when I said that. But you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna hold back anymore. I mean, I can say stuff that is, you know, by accident in a way, but I do apologize. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can, say what I need to say. Anyways, okay, so I guess you could say that this special live stream that I will be doing this Thursday will be my birthday stream, and I'm gonna go and see if I can invite a lot of people. But I really wish that Spirit 21 can actually join my StreamYard panel, but unfortunately he needs the right proper equipment for that. But I'm gonna go and see if I can actually try to help him out with that if I could. Let me go and see what BKTV official is saying right now, or I believe he's gonna be saying. These 4 people have more red flags than the Soviet Union. I can honestly agree where you're actually coming from, BKTV official, but at the same time, we're not going to be saying any names. But one thing that is important though as of right now is I just want nothing to do with them as of right now. I mean, for the 4th individual, if this community still want to be cool with them, that's, well, I guess you could say neutral, that's fine. But at the same time, myself and other people want nothing to do with them, because one thing that is for certain though is myself and some members of Umbrella Spirit community, we are true supporters of TD Venom, and is going to remain that way. So that's one thing that I will be saying. Wait, give me a second. What BKTV official is going to be saying? Give me 1 second. Okay, let me select this channel, and I will get your comment really quick, BKTV official. Anyways, here we go, right here, right now. Okay, let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. I'm not saying their names at all, so I see. But anyways, look at that big old Batmobile. Can you imagine it if this big old Batmobile goes up against Kevin Daddy or something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna mute myself right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Weapon energy system diagnostic test online. Stage 1. Destroy targets to charge up weapon energy and activate missile barrage. Missile barrage level 1 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 2. Charge the missile barrage to level 2 to destroy up to 4 targets at once. Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 3. Taking damage depletes weapon energy. Charge up missile barrage to level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic test. Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic test complete. Simulation complete.
Alright, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more people in the live chat, and I will, head back to the menu or main menu, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but anyways, one thing that I want to say as of right now to the people in the live chat, hopefully that you are enjoying this, gaming stream that I'm actually providing. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to say. But there is some other things that I want to be addressing. I know that I've already said earlier that there's not going to be any accountability. Like, I guess I could give it a due date. Like, I guess you could say, how do I say this? Right after my birthday, you know. I guess you could say around July 11th, and you know, I guess you could say if there's no accountability involved, then during that day, like this coming Friday, I have no choice but to leave Gold Spirit community. And I think most likely this is gonna apply to other members as well. But like I said earlier, we've got nothing against Jackal Gold Kick and Spirit 21. Like, this isn't about them, but we just can't stand the fact that if he is part of Gold Spirit community, then we don't want any part of it. And these members are going to be remaining in, you know, in Umbrella Spirit community. Because at least with that community, we're at least trying to, you know, not really involve ourselves in the drama. And thankfully, as of right now, we haven't been making any, well, mostly for Spirit 21, he hasn't been making any drama content as of recently. So I will at least give him that, of course. But one thing that is important, though, he doesn't like to do any drama content, but he only does it when it's absolutely necessary. You know, well, if it's necessary, of course. So that's one thing that I will give him credit where credit is due, though. So he only does it when it's absolutely necessary. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu right here, right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just talk with the people just for a bit before I select the next challenge, and I'm not quite sure what challenge I should be doing next. This is honestly a bit debatable. I mean, I'm not quite sure which challenge I should be selecting, of course. I mean, there are like two, but I think most likely I'm just gonna be selecting just one, of course. But I'm not even quite sure which challenge I should be selecting, of course. Yep, but there is gonna be an important update really quick because, okay, so I'm actually cool with some of the members of Umbrella Spirit community, but if I find out, this is one thing that I want to say as of right now, is if I find out if any of the members of Umbrella Spirit and Gold Spirit community are going to be defending this individual, then in all honesty, this is going to be a problem, and I don't want it to make it a problem. But I will give credit, though, is when it comes to Spirit 21, is yes, he is a leader in both Umbrella Spirit community and Gold Spirit community, but the one thing that I will give him credit for is he's not going to get himself involved into this because he's not really into drama, so I will give him at least credit for that. And I don't think he'll be making a video talking about, like, you know, a situation, but only if it's, like, absolutely necessary. So I will give credit where credit is due when it comes to Spirit 21, but yeah. But I'm just saying, though, if this goes out to, you know, the other members, then yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some comments really quick, because I'm gonna go ahead and actually do this challenge, and then yeah, I'm not gonna make this gaming stream too long, but hopefully that you people are just enjoying this regardless. So that's one thing that I will be saying. So I'm just trying to see what challenge I should be doing, because there are, like, you know, some good challenges, but I'm not quite sure which one I should be selecting. Like, this is a bit debatable. It's like, I'm not quite sure what challenge I should be doing, because there are, you know, so many challenges that I should be trying. I'm not even quite sure which one I should. I mean, I could do, like, the very first one, but if I'm gonna be, like, honest with you people that are watching, if I'm gonna say how it is, that particular challenge is, like, way too easy. Like, I'm being for real on this. You know what? I will be selecting this one. Okay, yep, this is the one. Fear multi-takedown. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick. Oh, is it just me, or is BKTV official trying to say something in the live chat? Like, one thing I want to say is this some type of code name or something? I don't even know what that means. But regardless, I'm going to go and see what BKTV official is going to be saying, or I believe he's going to be saying. Almighty Jewish King, Queen Nation. Okay. I'm not quite sure what you actually mean by that, BKTV official. Is, if I'm gonna say it how it is, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what is What is that word? Because as of right now, I'm at a loss of what you're trying to say to me right now. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to a comment from you really quick, BKTV official, because I'm just a bit lost. I mean, I like you, BKTV official, but at the same time, I'm just a bit lost of what you're trying to say to me as of right now. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to BKTV official's comment really quick. Just give me a second. Okay, so I do see. Let me go ahead and see what he's gonna be saying right now. It's a gang. Really now? I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that whenever I have the chance to be doing that. But anyways, hopefully you people are just enjoying this gaming stream, and I will go ahead and, you know, do this, you know, challenge in just a bit. But hopefully to the people in the live chat are just enjoying this gaming stream, because, you know, thankfully as of right now, I'm just like enjoying it, you know, as much as I can. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this really quick, because thankfully as of right now, I'm just like enjoying what you know, what I'm doing right now. So anyways, all I can really say as of right now is if there's gonna be any comments, most likely it's gonna have to wait until right after this challenge. So yeah, but if there are comments, I will not be checking them out while I'm doing the challenge, but most likely I'll check them out right after. Anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and select the challenge right here, right now. Look at that. That is so funny that Batman is literally stomping that militia troop in the nuts. And I gotta say, someone should literally make a meme out of that shit. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
Alright, I'm back. So all I can really say as of right now is I actually do enjoy that challenge. The Fear of Multi-Takedown Training Challenge, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully that you people are just enjoying this gaming stream, because as of right now, I'm actually having a blast, you know, of myself, just me interacting with you people, and that's one thing that does matter. And yeah, and one thing that I want to say is I just have to give props to, I guess you could say, to new subscribers that are actually supporting me. So that's one thing that I want to say in regards to that. So yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick in the live chat, because, you know, I'm actually just, you know, I'm just enjoying myself, just me expressing myself to you. That's what I meant to say. Thankfully, I'm just expressing myself to you people in the live chat. So that's one thing that I want to say as of right now. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. Girl, what's going on? It's none other than Kenzie Joy 230. Anyways, it's great to see you right now, Kenzie Joy 230, or Kenzie for short. So one thing that I want to say as of right now, Kenzie, is thankfully that you are in my live chat as of right now. But there is one thing that I want to say, thankfully, since you're here right now in my live chat. So hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and not to mention that I'm really hoping that you're actually having a good day, because I do appreciate that you were in my live chat. But Kenzie, there is one thing that I want to say in regards to you is, if there is anyone who's gonna call you the quote unquote B word, the word bitch, and I do apologize if I said that word, Kenzie, if something like this happens to you again, let me know, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my very best to make sure that they will regret it, because when people call you this, that's not cool. Give me 1 second. What BKTV officials say right now? Have you, or I believe he's gonna be saying, have you heard of MTA subways? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, BKTV official is, unfortunately, I don't know anything about that. So yeah, unfortunately, I literally have no clue what you're actually saying as of right now. But hopefully, I'll do some research whenever I get time. But anyways, Kenzie, hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from, and I'm gonna be for real on this. If I find out if this happens to you again, I'll make sure that they will regret it, because calling you that particular word, for me personally, that's an immediate red flag right there. I'm not gonna be saying any names, but I'm pretty sure you know who said that to you, Kenzie. But like I said just now, if I find out if this happens to you yet again, let me know, and I'll do my very best to make sure that they will regret it. Anyways, let's return to the menu right here, right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if Kenzie understands where I'm actually coming from. So I'm gonna go ahead and just talk with some people just for a bit. So yeah, all I can really say as of right now is, wait, hold on, give me 1 second. So I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's gonna be some more comments really quick. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. Okay, so thankfully I'm seeing 2 comments right now. So I think the first one from BKTV official, and then the second one is from Kenzie Joy 230. Yep. So just give me 1 second, and I will get to. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the first 2, and then I'll get to this third one. So just give me 1 second, so that way I can go ahead and let some people. Well, I think most likely I'll let Kenzie Joy 230 say her piece on this. Yep. Okay, let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is gonna be saying right now. It's the NYC trains. Oh, okay, then let me see what Kenzie Joy 230 is saying right now. Yeah, that guy who called me that word is bad news. Yep, I can definitely agree where you're actually coming from, Kenzie. Oh, by the way, Kenzie, I also want to give you a quick update. If you're not fully aware about this, then try to stay tuned for my upcoming, special stream this upcoming Thursday. And one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Kenzie, is, you know what? I was gonna save it as a surprise, but I'll just say it as of right now. You could say that I'll be doing my very own special birthday stream, and as of right now, Kenzie, you are definitely invited. Well, maybe not in the StreamYard panel, but in the live chat. But you get the picture. But anyways, let me go and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. Hey, Rage Master, what's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Rage Master. So one thing I want to say as of right now, Kenzie, is hopefully that you got the update of, what I'm actually talking about as of right now. I would tell you more about this behind the scenes, but I don't think you have social media, though, unfortunately. Like, I don't think you have, like, either Facebook, Discord, or even Instagram. But at the same time, I could give you more details, but it would be cool if you were, amazing if you were to actually get beyond those social media platforms. But I can fully understand, like, if you don't, if you're unable, how do I say this? If you are unable to be on those social media platforms, Kenzie. But as of right now, you are invited, and thankfully for other members, well, of course, as of right now, I definitely want Spirit 21 because, he is the leader of this community. Anyway, let me see what, Livy is saying right now. Hey, Rage Master, let me see what Rage Master is saying right now. Hello, at Olivia Lacey, aka Livy. So I see. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm just gonna go ahead and just most likely I'll check out this last comment from Spirit 21, and then after this I'm just gonna go in and get going. Or matter of fact, I can get to this. Should I get this next comment from Ragemaster? Maybe I should. I don't even know. But I am gonna go ahead and just end this gaming stream because there's nothing more for me to talk about when it comes to, you know, this gaming stream. So thankfully, most likely I've already said my piece, and you know, you people are more than welcome to check out this, you know, stream if you want to. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Spirit 21 is gonna be saying right now. Yeah, Kenzie is cool and she's not a bitch at all. She's a great friend and fan. Let me see what Ragemaster is saying right now. Add Olivia Lacey, aka Livy. I'm doing great. Let me see what Ragemaster is saying right now. Exactly, Spirit Dude. Exactly, man. Let me see what Kenzie George 30 is saying right now. Thank you all. You are all cool too. Let me see what Livy fans say right now. Yeah, Kenzie is cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this gaming stream because I've already said what I need to say. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this gaming stream, so hopefully to see you in the next one. Bye everyone.